Hey everyone, welcome. It's Bobby at the Paper Jungle. I have a real pretty fall card for you. It's pretty much a monochromatic card. It's using the vintage leaves, and I used this large leaf here and the dies, and then I used this one little flower from the Paisleys and Posies, and I've got it mounted here. We're going to use Taupe, Cardstock, and Very Vanilla. And this is the card. It's a pop-up card. And it says from the sentiment from Paisleys and Posies, it says thankful, grateful, blessed. And then when you open it, the leaf turns in like that. And then there's a little spot here for you to write a note or sign it. I thought that was real pretty. I saw this idea from Deb Valder. She had done it with a cupcake, and I wanted to try it with this leaf because I love the vintage leaf stamp set. So that's what I came up with, and I'll show you how to make it. Okay, so what you're going to need is your basic cardstock, 5.5 by 8.5. So it's 5.5 this way, 8.5 this way, and I've gone ahead and stamped and embossed and cut my leaf out because I don't have enough space to bring the big shot in here. This I stamped with Versamark, then with the Taupe, and then heat set it with clear embossing powder. And you can do that with any one of Stampin' Up's colors, so that you've got the embossed color without buying colored embossing powder. So with that, we're going to fold this at 4 1/4. I've already scored it. And then we have a piece of Taupe, and this is cut at 5.5 by 6.5, and you're going to score it at 1/2, 2.5, and 4.5. So that's real easy to remember, and I'll have it all down on my description at the end of the video. So it's 1/2, 2.5, and 4.5. So we're going to fold these, the first one down or under, and then the next one's going to go up. Got a piece of paper clinging on there. And we're going to reinforce each one of these folds. Okay. Now, she left hers plain on the inside, just the plain cardstock, but I wanted to embellish it, so I cut out 3 strips of Taupe from the Neutrals DSP just to put on each one of these panels. And then I used the lots of labels, and it's the 3rd smallest one from the set, and I stamped 2 of them with a little flower from Paisleys and Posies, and then I want to stamp this same little flower on the envelope. So let's put these, adhere these on here to make sure this glue is open. This is real easy card to make. It looks like it would be more detailed and intricate, but it really isn't. And she said when she did her video, she said, I want you to make this, make a whole bunch of them and enjoy it because it's easy. So I thought, okay, I will. So we're going to put the first one down here. Oh, that one's too long. Did I cut it wrong? Let me trim off just a hair. I don't know what, I must have left it at 5.5. I wanted it to be 5 1/4. Each one of these should be 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. Looks like I did it with each one of them. That's okay. I'll just trim off a 1/4 inch. Nothing I can't fix. If I can get the glue to come out. There it goes. Now if you cut this out, from one piece of DSP, cut you a 5.5 inch strip or 5 1/4 inch strip, and then cut your 1 3/4. Your stripes will match up going across. Yeah, I'll turn this one too. I didn't plan it that way, but it worked out like that, so That's a good thing. Okay. I'm getting all these little pieces hanging on me for some reason. Okay, and then we'll put the third one here. Okay, now on the front, when you get ready to stamp your leaf, I cut it out of Very Vanilla, and save this piece when you cut it out of here, because you can use it as your backer just to give this leaf more stability, since it's going to be popping in and out. And what I did was, I laid this down, and I didn't bring a block big enough for this, but I can show you basically. I took this big leaf. Oops, there go all my masks. From previous projects, I save all my masks. But if you'll take your stamp and put the white piece in it I've already stamped it, but if you lay it in here and put your stamp right over it, you can see an edge of the brown and the white and know exactly where you want your stamp. Then put your block on it, pick it up, ink it, and press it right back down, and you'll get it perfect every time. Okay, so now what we need to do is adhere this one to the inside. And we're just going to match up these corners, and just that one panel is going to be adhered. And this is going to go this way. Now, this one is eventually going to get glued to this, but what you need to do first is get you a pencil and mark to the top of this leaf and then the bottom of the stem, because that part needs to be cut out. So go just below your marks on the bottom and just above the one on the top, so you make sure you've got good clearance. And then we're going to cut out this center section. Because that's where your leaf is going to pivot in and out, so this will be in the way. Okay, so now we're going to put glue on these two little tabs. I hope I'm still in frame there. I'm trying to make sure I stay where I need to be. And we're just going to fold this and press it down. And in the meantime, I want it to stay down. We'll glue these two together. I want to make sure I get enough in there so all these little edges stay, because there's a lot of little curlicues on these leaves. I don't want a lot because I don't want it to soup out of the edges, but I want it to pretty much go up to the edge. Now you just stack these together. And then this is going to get glued right in here to this piece. Now the first one I made, I put the little label from the Lots of Label in here, And then I wished I'd put it differently, so I'm going to make that change on this one. And just fit it right through that slot. And it fits perfectly, just like a puzzle piece. And it opens like that. But see, my first one I had, oh, here it is. The label is a little bit covered. So, you know, I think I might just maybe leave that one off so it doesn't distract from the leaf. And just put one in the center. Let me see, this is the good side. So I think this time I'm just going to put one like in here in the center. Oops. And then the blank one on the end for a signature. Put this one down here. Yeah, I think I like that better. It was maybe just a little too busy the other way. So it closes like that, and then it pops right open. Isn't that pretty? That is really a different card, and it's so easy to make. It was really fun. So the only thing I have left to do then is to fix an envelope. And I brought two in here because I hadn't done one for the first one. So I'm just going to stamp this little flower on it. I always like to do something with the envelope, just to kind of make it match. Hope I got enough ink on it. Yes, I did. And then if you want to, you can always flip it over and stamp something on the back side of it. Sometimes I do, but not always. Back in this area, you can always stamp something if you want to. Okay, so that pretty much takes care of it. We've got the card made, we've got the envelope ready. It's just a real pretty card. So I thank you for joining me. If you need any supplies, you can there will be a link to my online Stampin' Up! Store, and you can go there to get anything you need. Thanks for joining me, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys, have a great day.